Hey everybody, it's Jason Shadrick with Premier Guitar, and we are at the Summer NAMM show in Nashville. We're kind of tucked away here with Bill Comins, luthier, and you just heard Ted Ludwig playing. You're going to hear more Ted here in a little bit. But Bill, tell us a little bit about this guitar that Ted was playing here.
That is my GCS-1. It is from the Comins Guitar Craft series of guitars. That's what GCS stands for. For people who don't know me, I've been building high-end jazz guitars for a very long time. And a number of years ago, I found a great team of guitar builders in South Korea who would build a design for me. And we came up with this. These guitars are built over there to my specs. I have some custom wound Ken Armstrong pickups in there, and I've selected some other components. And then they come to my shop for a full fret leveling, fret dress setup, and quality control. And it's a way for me to do a boutique-y kind of instrument for at a price point that I could never touch if I were just to build them in my shop. So this one's got a laminated maple top and a rosewood fingerboard, and that is the GCS-1. There's also a GCS-1 ES, which has a laminated spruce top and an ebony fingerboard. And they're very similar. However, the ebony board and the spruce top, the other model, is a little bit more thicker and punchier sounding, and I think jazz guys gravitate a little bit more toward that. Not in every case. This one is a little bit perhaps more versatile because it's got the clarity of the maple and the rosewood. It's just I think people who play rock and blues are probably more accustomed to those that articulation.
And I noticed we have a split coil tap.
Correct.
All right, so Ted, we heard the neck humbucker, I think, on the intro there was what you were doing. So let's hear some of the single coil sounds.
The push-pull pot turns the whole guitar into single coil mode. In the center position, in the pickup selector center position, it's single coil mode, but hum canceling. So it still has that thinner single coily sound.
One coil from each.
One coil from each. Yes.
Let's hear the bridge pickup. All right. And what will be the price point on this one, Bill?
The price point on these is $16.99. That comes with a nice hard shell case from TKL.
All right, we have a couple other guitars to look at, so let's swap one out and go to the next one. All right, Bill, so we have another one of your GCS guitars here. This is kind of a more traditional jazz archtop, so tell us some of the features about this one. Yeah,
so, the GCS-1s were doing so well that just recently I introduced these GCS-16 guitars, I call them. They are a 16-inch archtop, 5-ply laminated spruce top, and a laminated 5-ply laminated maple back, flame maple back and sides. Ebony fingerboard. These are really traditional archtops with a built-in neck pickup. It's something I saw a lot of in my high-end side of things, and this was, again, it took a while to develop it, get the shapes right and everything. There was just a lot of tooling involved, but this is a way for me to build something that really is a highly usable archtop guitar, roadworthy, does everything you need it to do. Again, they come to my shop for the full fret dress setup, and they leave, playing to the nines. There's really a lot of guitar for tonight.
Is this another Ken Armstrong?
It is indeed. We did something a little different with that. If anybody wants to ask me, I can tell them. But
I'm going to ask you right now. What'd you do different?
Okay, so on the GCS-1s, they come with 11s with a plain third. On the GCS-16s, the archtops, they come with a 12-gauge set. I find in all my years of doing this that sometimes it's really difficult to get a nice balance string balance across the range. The middle strings are often weak when you have the wound third and the wound D in relation to, for example, a lot of people will replace the first two strings with something heavier, and it's tricky. So by manipulating the magnets a little under the G and D string, we are able to kind of push the magnetic field up a little bit and closer. So that's what I do different on the archtops. Otherwise, it's pretty similar to what I do in the GCS-1s.
Well, Ted, let's hear some of it. Well, when Ted's playing, it's hard to.
You hear that thickness and clarity? That's killer, right? That's awesome.
All right, what was that, Ted?
These are sweet guitars, and I recommend them to any professional or for student who's looking for an instrument that, well, for a professional, this is great to take on the road. They're very stable instruments. They have a great sound. You don't have to do anything. You can take them right out of the case, plug them in, and they're going to sound great on the gig. You don't have to modify them, anything. The pickups are fantastic. Bill's fretwork is top-notch. The playability is unbelievable. You don't really have to do anything. You just start playing them.
And what will be the price point on this one?
Price point of these guitars is $21.99. That's for the single pickup, and we'll show the two pickup version in a minute, which was just $23.99.
Okay. Well, let's swap out to the third one. Check that one out. All right, Bill. So now we have the two pickup version of the one we just saw. Correct?
Correct.
So is the main difference just kind of the extra bridge pickup?
Well, yeah, I've always been a fan of the like the Gibson L5 CESs with the second pickup right in front of the bridge, and this is my mantra. I've been telling people forever. When you put that mass right in front of the bridge, that second pickup, even if you never use the second pickup, the bridge position pickup, that mass in front of the bridge changes the way the guitar articulates in a big way, and it gives you some of that traditional pop you hear in that jazz, the classic sound. So that's what I was going for with this. I find the bridge pickup be useful. I mean, it's actually a very versatile guitar. It's resistant to feedback. And what I also do on this is I use the Tune-O-Matic rather than the ebony saddle that I had on the. And again, I'm going for that kind of what's the word here? Like a tighter articulation, and these guitars just really speak.
Especially with the metal saddles and stuff, that'll give it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have the acoustic ambience that the single pickup does with the ebony saddle, but it's got that electric punch.
Well, cool, Ted. Well, let's go through all the pickup spot configurations while you play. So we heard you. Let's hear you first on the neck pickup there.
So this would be great for like some jazz, nice jazz tone.
All right, let's hear the middle position now. Now let's hear, like you were saying, the bridge pickup. So let's, yeah.
Sure, yeah. Sometimes I do that with the tone cut back a little bit, but you see what you think. No, do what you want.
Grant Green. Grant Green.
So you can really imagine it in an R&B type setting, right? And he's a pretty good player, huh?
Not bad. If you had to bring somebody in, and we're glad you brought Ted, right?
Yeah, man.
So you said $23.99 for this one?
$3.99. That's correct. That's the violin burst finish, by the way. Yeah.
So where can people go online and find information about all the new GCS series?
You know, I have them on my website. You can find most of the information there. It's not 100% complete yet, but they can always email me. I have some dealers that represent these guitars. That list is growing little by little, and happy to answer any questions. Yeah.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Ted. Ted, we're going to have you play us out with a little bit. This is Jason Shadrick with Premier Guitar. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to find all of our Summer NAMM coverage.